Well, if you have kids in high school or if you have kids at all, you've probably thought about how to get into a good college, how to get them in, or better yet, a great one. My next guest says stop stressing, because you really shouldn't want your child going to an elite university. Not long ago, I spoke with Bill Deresiewicz, a former Yale University professor and the author of the hit book, Excellent Sheep, The Miseducation of the American Elite and the Way to a Meaningful Life. Watch this.
The problem for me with elite education and elite colleges, it has to do with what happens at the colleges, but the real problem is precisely who you have to become in order to be the kind of kid who can get into one of these schools.
And people should know that you know of what you speak. You have about 25 degrees from Columbia University, and then you were a professor at Yale for many years, and now you've left all that and moved out to Oregon. But you know what you're talking about, and you basically talk about how they beat the spirit out of these kids to get their resumes built so that they can get into these colleges that turn out to be this bubble of elitism, wealth, and protectivism, so that the children can never be told that they're wrong or that they failed.
Right, that's true. They're sort of stuffed with praise and flattery, but at the same time, they are themselves terrified of failure because, you have to have perfect grades. You have to do everything perfectly to get into these schools. Once you're in these schools, you feel like you have to do everything perfectly to get to law school or to get a job on Wall Street or whatever it is you want to do. So part of the problem is that these kids are very smart and they're also very ambitious, but they tend to be really risk averse, kind of timid,
depressed,
afraid to fall down. Yeah, there's this huge sort of mental health crisis on campus. It's especially bad among affluent, high-achieving kids. The people at the colleges know about it. Thing is that the kids are very good at hiding it, and parents and other adults think that as long as you're getting an A, you're getting A's, everything is fine. But everything is not necessarily fine.
A lot of parents out there are going to say, well, what should I be doing? If I'm not shooting for Harvard and Yale and the Ivies, how should I be doing it differently, short of like trying to change the whole system?
Right. Again, remember that it doesn't matter for most kids where you go. What matters is the kid, and I think what matters is that they go to a college that they feel is a good fit for them. Listen to your kid. Don't send them to a school that you think is the one they should go to. Don't send them to a school. Help them figure out what the best school for them is.
What about prior to getting to college, when they go through elementary school, when they go through secondary school? What should you? You say it's almost child abuse to be pushing for an A in calculus for a 17-year-old. What should you be pushing for?
Well, look, I mean, you want to have high expectations for your kid. You want them to work hard. But I think you want to help them do exactly what we were saying on air. Find a sense of purpose. Give them enough room, which may mean also saying, like, don't feel like you have to do everything that your high school expects you to do. Give them enough room to figure out what they really care about, which I think you can start to do when you're 15, 16, 17.
And you argue big for the gap year, like take a year after.
I think that's a great
in between high school and college.
In between high school and college. Yeah.
Go travel the world and figure out who you are. Make a bunch of mistakes and learn from them.
Exactly. Get away from it. Get away from your parents. Get away from the system. Yeah.
Amen to that. I love it. Bill, good luck with the book. It's already doing so great, and I can see why.
Thanks very much, Megan. Thanks for having me.
All the best to you.